Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract financial blessings out of nowhere? A check arrives unexpectedly in the mail, a forgotten investment suddenly pays dividends, an opportunity appears that transforms their financial situation overnight. These aren't coincidences, they're divine appointments, moments when heaven touches earth and financial burdens lift with supernatural ease. What if I told you that there's a sacred space between your deepest financial needs and the abundance that's waiting for you? A space that can only be accessed through the power of heartfelt prayer. Not just any prayer, but one that aligns your spirit with the ancient laws of abundance that have governed prosperity since time began. Today, you've been divinely guided to this moment. This isn't happenstance. Your presence here is part of a greater design, a cosmic appointment with the very forces that control financial flow in our universe. I believe with all my heart that you're about to experience a profound shift in how money finds its way to you. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine unexpected money flowing toward you from directions you never considered possible. Feel the relief of bills being paid without struggle. Envision the joy of generosity as you're finally able to give without fear. Picture the peace that comes when financial anxiety dissolves like morning mist in sunlight. What we're about to experience together goes beyond positive thinking. This goes deeper than visualization techniques or manifestation practices. We're tapping into something far more powerful, the spiritual dimension where abundance originates, where prosperity is decreed, where financial miracles are set in motion. The prayer we'll share today has transformed countless lives. I've witnessed people receive unexpected checks within days of this prayer. I've seen career opportunities materialize that doubled and tripled incomes. I've watched as debts that seemed insurmountable suddenly found resolution through unexpected means. But here's what makes this different. We're not just asking for money. That would be too simplistic, too material. Instead, we're aligning ourselves with the divine flow of abundance, opening channels that may have been blocked by doubt, fear, or past conditioning around money. This prayer works because it addresses both the spiritual and practical dimensions of financial abundance. It acknowledges that true wealth begins in the heart and mind before it manifests in your bank account. It recognizes that when we align our spirits with divine abundance, the physical world responds in kind. You might be thinking, I've prayed for financial help before and nothing happened. I understand that feeling, but consider this. What if those prayers were heard, but the answers needed a different channel, one we're about to open together? What if the breakthrough was waiting for exactly this moment, this prayer, this specific alignment of faith and action? Today, we step into a sacred agreement with the universe. We declare with confidence that unexpected money is not just possible, it's already in motion toward you. The spiritual laws of abundance are as reliable as gravity when activated with genuine faith and aligned intention. Take a deep breath. Feel the anticipation building. Something profound is about to shift in your financial atmosphere. The heavens are taking notice of this moment, this commitment to step into a new relationship with money and abundance. Are you ready to receive the unexpected? Are you prepared for financial doors to open that you didn't even know existed? The journey we're about to take together isn't just about money, it's about restoring your divine birthright to live in abundance, free from the constant strain of financial worry. Let's begin this sacred journey together. Do you remember the last time you checked your bank account and felt that knot form in your stomach? That moment when the numbers staring back at you didn't match the demands waiting to be met? I know that feeling. The heavy weight that settles on your shoulders when financial pressure mounts and solutions seem out of reach. Perhaps you're there right now. Maybe you've been calculating and recalculating, trying to stretch what you have to cover what you need. The mental mathematics of survival that drains your energy and steals your peace. How exhausting it is to constantly worry about money, to have that persistent background hum of financial anxiety accompanying your every decision. Can I afford this necessary repair? What if an emergency happens this month? How will I manage these unexpected bills? These questions don't just occupy your mind, they colonize it, claiming territory that should belong to dreams, creativity, and peace. Have you noticed how financial stress colors everything else in life? The way it creeps into your relationships, whispering tensions into conversations. The way it follows you to bed at night, keeping you awake as your mind races through scenarios and possibilities. The way it greets you in the morning before you've even had your first sip of coffee, reminding you of what you lack rather than what you have. For many of us, it's not just about the money, it's about what the money represents: security, freedom, the ability to care for those we love. When finances are tight, we feel constrained in our capacity to fulfill our purpose and live our values. We feel the sting of saying no when our hearts long to say yes. Perhaps you've experienced the quiet embarrassment of having to decline invitations because your budget won't allow it, or the heartache of being unable to help a loved one in need because your own resources are depleted. Maybe you've felt the frustration of watching opportunities pass by because you lack the financial means to seize them. And let's be honest about something deeper, something we rarely discuss. For many of us, financial struggle carries a burden of shame. In a world that often equates financial success with personal worth, ongoing money challenges can feel like a personal failing rather than a temporary circumstance. What's wrong with me? You might ask in your darkest moments. Why does everyone else seem to have this figured out while I continue to struggle? These questions cut to the core of our identity and self-worth. Some of you have done everything right. You've worked hard, budgeted carefully, made sacrifices, yet financial ease remains elusive. Others have experienced setbacks, job losses, medical emergencies, economic downturns that derailed your financial progress despite your best efforts. The path to stability feels like climbing a mountain that grows steeper with each step. I understand the spiritual questions that arise during seasons of financial hardship. Why hasn't God blessed me financially? Have I done something wrong? Is abundance not meant for me? These questions aren't just financial, they're existential, touching the core of our relationship with the divine and our understanding of how blessing works. For those of you who are providers, parents, caregivers, breadwinners, financial pressure carries an additional weight. The responsibility to meet not just your own needs, but the needs of those who depend on you can feel overwhelming. The fear of letting down those you love most cuts deeper than any personal disappointment. And for those whose financial struggles have persisted for years, there's a particular weariness that sets in. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, as the ancient wisdom tells us. The constant effort to believe for breakthrough while facing the same limitations day after day tests even the strongest faith. I want you to know that I see you in this struggle. Your concerns are valid. Your exhaustion is understood. Your questions make perfect sense. Financial strain is not just a material challenge, it's an emotional and spiritual one that affects every dimension of our lives. But here's what I need you to understand right now. Your financial situation is not a reflection of your worth. It's not the measure of divine favor in your life. It's not the final word on what's possible for your future. What you've experienced until now, the strain, the worry, the disappointment, is not what you're destined to carry forever. In fact, I believe with all my heart that you're standing at the edge of a financial breakthrough. The very fact that you're here, in this moment, engaging with this prayer, suggests that something is already shifting in your financial atmosphere. Are you ready to step into a new experience of unexpected provision? In times of financial uncertainty, we often exhaust ourselves searching for complex solutions. Another side hustle, another budget strategy, another financial advisor. Yet sometimes the most powerful solutions are also the most overlooked. Today, I want to reintroduce you to an ancient spiritual technology that has opened channels of unexpected prosperity throughout history: the power of intentional, faith-filled prayer. Prayer is not merely wishful thinking or desperate pleading. It's a profound spiritual mechanism that aligns your being with divine abundance. When approached with genuine faith and aligned intention, prayer creates an energetic pathway through which unexpected financial blessings can flow into your life. The scripture reminds us in Philippians 4:19, "And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory." This isn't just poetic language. It's a spiritual promise that is manifested as tangible provision for countless believers throughout the ages. From unexpected checks in the mail to surprising job offers, from sudden debt cancellations to unanticipated inheritance, these coincidences often follow sincere, faith-filled prayer. What makes prayer so powerful in attracting unexpected money? First, it shifts your focus from scarcity to possibility. When you pray with faith, you lift your eyes above current limitations to connect with infinite abundance. This perceptual shift is crucial because what we focus on expands in our experience. Second, prayer activates spiritual laws of giving and receiving. Just as there are physical laws like gravity that govern our material world, there are spiritual laws governing prosperity. Through prayer, you position yourself in harmony with these laws rather than unintentionally working against them. Third, and perhaps most importantly, prayer opens your awareness to recognize opportunities you might otherwise miss. Many times, unexpected money doesn't appear magically. It arrives through channels we've been too distracted or discouraged to notice. Prayer heightens your spiritual senses to recognize divine provision when it appears. But not all prayer approaches are equally effective when it comes to financial breakthrough. The prayer we'll engage with today incorporates specific elements that have been associated with financial miracles throughout spiritual traditions. It begins with gratitude, acknowledging the abundance already present in your life, which creates a spiritual foundation for receiving more. It includes visualization, seeing with your spiritual eyes the prosperity that faith claims before it manifests physically. It employs declarations, speaking words of abundance that reshape your financial reality from the inside out. It embraces receptivity, actively positioning yourself to receive unexpected blessings rather than unconsciously blocking them. Most importantly, this prayer connects your financial needs with your greater purpose. When we pray not just for money itself, but for the means to fulfill our divine assignment and bless others, we align with the highest spiritual principles of abundance. I've witnessed this approach transform financial situations that seemed impossible. People who had struggled for years suddenly encountered unexpected windfalls. Business owners on the brink of closure received unforeseen opportunities. Families drowning in debt found surprising pathways to freedom. The prayer we're about to engage with isn't magical. It's miraculous. The difference is important. Magic attempts to control spiritual forces, while miracles cooperate with divine timing and wisdom. We're not attempting to manipulate the universe. We're aligning ourselves with its natural flow of abundance. Are you ready to step into this ancient yet ever-new approach to financial breakthrough? Are you willing to open yourself to unexpected money arriving through channels you haven't yet imagined? The only requirement is sincerity, approaching this prayer not as a formula to be tested, but as a sacred conversation to be entered with your whole heart. The door to unexpected financial blessing stands before you. All that's required now is your willingness to step through it with faith. Before we enter into the prayer itself, I invite you to prepare your heart and mind. This isn't just about reciting words, it's about creating a sacred moment where your spirit aligns with divine abundance. What we're about to do together requires your full presence and participation. Take a moment right now to close your eyes, if you're in a place where it's safe to do so. Take a deep breath in and slowly release it. Feel the tension in your shoulders melting away with each breath. Allow the financial worries that have been weighing on you to temporarily lift as you enter this space of possibility. Now, I invite you to place your hand over your heart. Feel its steady rhythm beneath your palm. This beating heart is a reminder of the life force flowing through you, the same force that flows through all creation, including the channels of prosperity and abundance. As we prepare for this prayer, I want you to think of one specific financial need or desire that feels most pressing in your life right now. It might be a particular bill that needs payment, a debt that needs resolution, or an opportunity that requires funding. Hold this need gently in your awareness, not with desperation, but with hopeful expectation. Now take a moment to mentally or physically write down the exact amount of unexpected money you need or desire. Being specific activates faith in a powerful way, whether it's $500 for a repair, $5,000 for a debt, or $50,000 for a new beginning. Give this number your attention. This isn't about limiting what the divine can do, it's about focusing your faith on something tangible. If you have a journal nearby, I encourage you to write down today's date followed by these words: Today I open myself to receiving unexpected financial blessing. This written declaration becomes a marker, a point you can look back to when the manifestation appears in your life. Now, as a symbol of your readiness to receive, extend your hands, palms up on your lap or in front of you. This ancient posture of receptivity speaks volumes to your subconscious mind and to the spiritual realm. It says simply, I am ready to receive. With your body, mind, and spirit now aligned, we're ready to enter into this prayer together. I'll guide us word by word through a journey from acknowledgement of need to confident expectation of provision. As I speak these words, make them your own. Feel them resonating not just in your mind, but in the depths of your being. Are you ready? Take one more deep breath, and let's step into this sacred moment of financial breakthrough together. Divine source of all abundance, I come before you now with an open heart and a receptive spirit. I acknowledge you as the ultimate provider, the creator of all resources, the owner of all wealth. Every blessing flows from your infinite supply, and I connect myself to this unlimited source in this sacred moment. I thank you for all the ways you've already provided for me, for the roof over my head, for the food on my table, for every provision that has sustained me until this day. Even in seasons of lack, you have never truly abandoned me. For this faithfulness, I am deeply grateful. Today, I stand in the truth that my financial situation does not define me. My worth is not measured by my bank account, my debts, or my assets. I am a beloved child of the divine, heir to spiritual riches beyond calculation, worthy of abundance by virtue of my very existence. I release the weight of financial worry that I've been carrying. I set down the burden of anxiety about money that has troubled my sleep and clouded my days. I surrender the illusion that I must figure everything out alone, that provision depends solely on my own efforts and striving. Divine Provider, I invite you now into my financial circumstances. I open every account, every debt, every financial goal to your wisdom and blessing. Where my vision has been limited, expand it. Where my thinking has been constricted by fear, liberate it. Where doors have seemed closed, reveal new pathways I haven't yet perceived. I speak directly to the mountain of financial pressure in my life. Be moved, be transformed, be reduced to level ground. I declare that unexpected money is flowing to me now from sources I cannot yet see. Like a stream finding its way through the desert, provision is making its way to me through divine orchestration. I visualize now the exact amount I need arriving in perfect timing. I can see it clearly. The notification of deposit, the check in my hand, the opportunity that generates this specific blessing. I feel the relief, the gratitude, the joy that accompanies this provision. I experience now the emotional reality of my prayer already answered. Divine Source, realign my relationship with money to reflect spiritual truth. Where I have harbored beliefs of scarcity, plant seeds of abundance. Where I have experienced shame around finances, restore dignity and confidence. Where I have closed myself to receiving, open new channels of receptivity. I declare that unexpected financial blessings are my spiritual inheritance. Just as a parent delights in giving good gifts to their children, you delight in meeting my needs and fulfilling the desires aligned with my highest good. I claim this inheritance not with entitlement, but with humble gratitude. I recognize that money is neither evil nor divine. It is simply energy, a resource to be channeled toward purpose and blessing. As unexpected money comes to me, it finds good soil, a steward who will use it wisely with gratitude and generosity. This prosperity passes through me to bless others, creating ripples of abundance in an ever-widening circle. Divine Provider, I ask that this unexpected money arrive in a manner that builds my faith and confirms your presence in my life. Let it come in ways that leave no doubt of your fingerprints on my provision, stories I can share to encourage others who struggle financially as I have struggled. I declare that divine timing is working in my favor. What seems delayed is not denied. What appears impossible is simply awaiting the perfect moment of manifestation. Even now, pieces are falling into place that I cannot see. Conversations happening, decisions being made, resources being directed that will culminate in my financial breakthrough. I stand against every spiritual force that would block my financial blessing. I reject the lie that I must always struggle, that abundance is for others but not for me. I rebuke the spirits of poverty, lack, and financial fear that have haunted my lineage or attached themselves to my life. These have no power over my financial future. Divine Source, I ask for wisdom to accompany this unexpected provision. Grant me discernment to steward these resources wisely to create sustainability rather than temporary relief. Show me how to use this blessing to create more blessing, how to build financial foundations that will support not just my needs, but my purpose. I declare that unexpected money is more than currency. It represents freedom. Freedom from the constant pressure of financial survival. Freedom to pursue my divine calling without the distraction of perpetual lack. Freedom to give generously without calculating what remains. Freedom to rest in the knowledge that my needs are met. As I pray, I sense a shift in the spiritual atmosphere surrounding my finances. I feel fear giving way to faith, anxiety yielding to peace, scarcity surrendering to sufficiency. This internal shift precedes and precipitates the external manifestation I await. Divine Provider, I recognize that you often work through people. Open the hearts of those who might be vehicles for my unexpected blessing. Bring me to their attention at the right moment. Create divine appointments that lead to financial favor. Connect me with those who can recognize and reward the value I bring. I declare that my past financial mistakes and struggles do not determine my financial future. Where I have made errors in judgment, I receive forgiveness and wisdom. Where circumstances beyond my control have created setbacks, I embrace the opportunity for divine restoration. I visualize myself walking in a new level of financial peace, paying bills with ease, saving for the future with confidence, giving generously with joy, enjoying life without the constant undercurrent of financial stress. This is not just a dream, it is a coming reality that begins with this prayer. Divine Source, align my work with abundant compensation. Where my gifts and talents have been undervalued, bring recognition and proper reward. Where my contributions have gone unnoticed, shine a light that reveals their worth. Connect my daily labor with prosperity that reflects the value I create. I declare that unexpected money coming to me is part of a larger restoration, a divine reset of circumstances that have been out of alignment with your purposes for my life. What the enemy has stolen through financial hardship, you are restoring sevenfold. As I prepare to close this prayer, I settle into complete trust. I release the how and when to divine wisdom. My role is not to manipulate circumstances, but to maintain an inner state of gratitude and expectancy. I choose to live from this moment forward as if the prayer is already answered, because in the spiritual realm, it is already done. Divine Provider, I receive now the unexpected financial blessing you are sending. It is on its way to me. I can feel it drawing nearer with each passing day. My part is to remain in faithful expectation, with hands and heart open to receive. In deep gratitude for the abundance that is already mine, I seal this prayer with trust and expectation. Amen. The prayer we've just shared isn't merely words floating into the atmosphere. It's a spiritual declaration that has set energies in motion on your behalf. I want you to understand what's happening right now in the unseen realm as a result of your faith-filled participation. At this very moment, your financial atmosphere is shifting. The clouds of lack that have hung over your resources are beginning to part, allowing the light of abundance to break through. This isn't wishful thinking, it's spiritual reality. Just as surely as spring follows winter, unexpected financial blessing follows sincere, aligned prayer. I believe with absolute conviction that unexpected money is making its way to you now. It may come through a forgotten refund suddenly processed. It might arrive as a surprise bonus at work. Perhaps it will manifest as an opportunity that generates immediate income. It could appear as a debt suddenly forgiven or an expense unexpectedly reduced. The how isn't your concern. Divine wisdom knows the perfect channel for your blessing. Can you feel the difference in your spirit right now? That lightness, that sense of possibility replacing the heaviness of financial worry? That shift isn't just emotional, it's the first tangible evidence of your breakthrough. Inner transformation always precedes external manifestation. Where financial stress once constricted your breathing, you're beginning to breathe freely again. Where scarcity thinking limited your vision, you're starting to see possibilities you couldn't perceive before. Where financial shame whispered that you were somehow unworthy of abundance, you're reclaiming your divine birthright to prosperity. I see unexpected financial doors opening that have been closed for seasons of your life. Those doors aren't opening by chance. They're responding to the keys of faith and declaration you've just applied through this prayer. What seemed immovable is beginning to yield to the power of aligned intention. The unexpected financial blessing coming to you isn't just about money, it's about restoration. It's about reclaiming territory that financial pressure has stolen from you. Your peace of mind, your creative energy, your ability to focus on purpose rather than survival. This restoration is unfolding even now. I see financial burdens being lifted from your shoulders that you've carried for far too long. Those burdens were never meant to be permanent. They were temporary challenges on the path to greater abundance. The season of carrying them is coming to an end. Relief is on its way. The unexpected money coming to you will arrive at precisely the right moment, not too early, not too late. Divine timing is perfect timing. What seems like delay is often protection, preparing both you and your circumstances for the blessing that's approaching. Trust the process, trust the timing. I declare that what has blocked your financial flow in the past is losing its power over your resources. Old patterns of lack are being disrupted. Generational cycles of struggle with money are being broken. Limiting beliefs about what's financially possible for you are being uprooted and replaced with expectations of abundance. Financial breakthrough is no longer a distant hope. It's an approaching reality. I can see it on your horizon, moving toward you with increasing momentum. Each passing day brings it closer. Each moment of continued faith accelerates its arrival. The unexpected financial blessing coming to you will be unmistakable when it arrives. You won't have to wonder if it's the answer to this prayer. It will carry divine fingerprints, timing, amount, or circumstances that could only be explained as orchestrated provision rather than coincidence. I see your financial anxiety being replaced with a deep, settled confidence in divine provision. This isn't temporary emotional relief, it's a fundamental rewiring of your relationship with material resources. You're shifting from a mindset of scarcity to one of sufficiency, from constant concern to expectant trust. The unexpected money coming to you is already set aside with your name on it. It exists right now, making its way through the necessary channels to reach you. Your part isn't to figure out how it will come. Your part is to remain in a state of receptivity, watching for its arrival with patient expectation. I declare that your financial past does not determine your financial future. Previous struggles with money have prepared you to receive and steward the blessing that's approaching. Those challenges weren't punishment, they were preparation, developing spiritual muscles you'll need for the next season of abundance. This financial breakthrough won't just change your bank balance, it will transform how you see yourself as a steward of resources. It will confirm that you're not forgotten in times of need, that divine provision is personal and specific to your circumstances. The unexpected money coming to you is just the beginning, the first fruits of a new season of financial peace and prosperity. It's not merely a temporary solution, but the opening of a channel that will continue to bring blessing as you walk in faith and wise stewardship. Your breakthrough is already in motion. It is done, it is coming, it is yours. As we come to the close of this sacred time together, I want you to carry one truth with you above all others. The prayer we've shared today isn't just words, it's an active force continuing to work on your behalf long after these moments have passed. The seeds of unexpected financial blessing have been planted in fertile spiritual soil. Your part now is simply to water them with continued expectation and to remain alert to the signs of their growth. The manifestation is already in progress. I invite you to document this moment. Mark today's date in your journal or calendar. When the unexpected money arrives, and it will arrive, you'll have a reference point to strengthen your faith for future needs. This testimony is being written even now, though the final chapter awaits the physical manifestation you'll soon experience. If this message has touched your heart, if you sense that something significant has shifted in your financial atmosphere, I encourage you to share it with someone else who needs the same breakthrough. Blessing multiplies when shared. The very act of passing on hope often accelerates your own manifestation. In the days ahead, you may face moments when doubt tries to creep back in, when old financial anxieties attempt to reclaim territory in your mind. When those moments come, return to the declarations we've made together. Remind yourself that unexpected provision is already in motion, not because you wish it to be so, but because you've aligned yourself with spiritual laws of abundance that never fail. Remember that you're not alone in this journey toward financial peace. Countless others have walked this path before you, moving from financial pressure to unexpected provision through the power of faith-filled prayer. Your breakthrough adds to this tapestry of testimonies, encouraging others that what seems impossible becomes possible when we connect with divine abundance. I believe in the financial miracle that's approaching you. I believe in the divine timing that's working in your favor. Most importantly, I believe in the Creator's desire to meet your needs in ways that leave no doubt about the source of your provision. Go forward now in peace, releasing anxiety about how your needs will be met. Go forward in confidence, knowing that unexpected channels of blessing are opening specifically for you. Go forward in gratitude, thanking the source of all abundance for provision that is already on its way. The financial breakthrough you've prayed for isn't just possible, it's inevitable when faith meets divine faithfulness. Your part is complete. Now watch with expectant joy as unexpected money finds its way to you through the perfect channel, at the perfect time, in the perfect amount.